Okay guys, so most of you probably saw the shield review that I did. You saw I got my rocker cut out. There was pretty much no exploring on this side. Just cut the whole thing out. You can see it's rusted pretty bad right in that area there. Also got the cab corner cut out. Had to take more than the other side because it was just scaly in there. And I figure I'm doing it and I gotta weld it. I might as well take it all out while I'm in here doing this. So the rocker's cut out and Rusty's gonna get in the way. Buddy, they can't see through yet. So the rocker is cut out here. You see it's a little kind of cruddy there. I've cleaned it up. Right now I'm actually getting ready to spray the rust converter on there. So that's what's getting ready to happen right now. I'm kind of cleaning up. I got to pick up all this rust and everything. Kind of double check, make sure I got all the scale cleaned up so this rust converter can do its job. So I guess I'm going to get this rust converter on here cleaned up and I'll be back. Okay, so working on this cab corner, trying to get it fitted on the truck. You can see pretty much had to rebuild this whole section here. I had to cut it down. I got it welded both inside and out. I was going to do that on the truck, but decided against that so I can paint on the inside of there and get that coated so it don't rust. Plus it's welded inside and out, so it'll be way stronger this way, being it's the corner. I just couldn't get it to line up with the doors, so I had to cut it away. This is that bad cab corner I got. This one here. Remember how it was curved like that? It was screwed up. It's supposed to be straight like this. Should have sent this one back. If you guys get a cab corner like that, send it back. It's junk. Don't even waste your time with it. This is costing me a lot of time trying to have to rebuild this. So if I wouldn't have had to rebuild this cab corner would have been in. Probably would have been working on my my rocker by now. But I got it done. Just gotta grind it down smooth here. One thing you'll notice here is I also have a hole. I drilled a hole right here in the cab corner. This is going to be an access point for the fluid film, for me to be able to spray my fluid film in there. Because if you look at these cab corners, you can see there's a brace on the inside here, and there's holes in the rocker. See, there's one hole there, and there's one hole in the center, and then there's another hole in the front on the back side of the rocker. Now that's where you would normally stick your hose in through here and spray your rust preventative. Well, you can do that, but how are you going to get behind here? Because this is you know, you're never going to get back there. So I drilled the hole. It's going to be right about here. And I'm going to be able to stick my nozzle in there. It sprays 360 degrees. I'm going to be able to stick it in there. I'm going to be able to spray it and pull it out. And it's going to get back here. I'll probably do it a couple times and make sure it gets back and behind this cab corner. This is going to be pretty difficult to do. I might stick the straight nozzle on and stick it in there and angle it this way and kind of spray it in there so it kind of gets behind this part here. we'll see how that goes. But that's the whole reason for the hole there. I didn't show you that on the other one, so I figured I'd show you on this video here. A lot happens here, and sometimes I forget to show you guys exactly what I'm doing, every little detail. This is a body plug. This is a 1/2 inch. I did have to enlarge that a little bit with the grinder. And what that's going to do is that's going to go in here. You push that plug in after you spray your stuff in there, and it seals the hole. So you ain't got a hole in your rockers. So that's how that works. And then the bed side, you know, is right here. So, I mean, you're not even going to notice this hole here. There's more benefits to having the hole there and being able to get my fluid film in all the nooks and crannies and behind all the braces. Way more valuable to do that than to have this nice and smooth, because you can't even see that anyway. So I'm going to get this all ground down, smooth down, and then gonna get my weld through back on, spray it back there, and anywhere else that I scratched it here. So I'll get that back on there, and then we'll be back on the dually there. We'll get it fitted up there, and I'm gonna start tacking it on. So okay, so I got it ground down. I got it primed on the inside. So let's go tack this in. Something ain't right. Something ain't fitting right. Okay, so there's the cab corner completed, completely welded in. For what I had, I did a pretty good job here, I think. I mean, this cab corner was a mess. Should have been sent back. My seam isn't perfect here, but I mean it's good enough. Good enough for what the truck is. I'm not looking for perfection. I'm not looking for a show truck here. I just want a nice, solid straight truck. This is a solid repair, so I'm happy with that. Now I gotta move on to the rocker, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm getting ready to do my rocker panel there, cleaning off the paint there for surface for the spot weld onto. Gonna pull this rear door off. Need help to do that. My dad will help me here shortly. I did the other side with the door on, but I'm gonna be as soon as I get this rocker on there and cleaned up, I'm gonna start getting ready for paint. So it's just probably better off just to take it off here. I needed it on there to do this cab corner, so cab corner's done, so I really don't need it anymore. But I mean, it's pretty easy to take these doors off. There's really nothing to it. You know, you've got a bolt here, a bolt holding the catch on there, a limiting strap. You got another bolt down here on the hinge, and then you pull this plug out. It's got like catches all the way around it, little notches, and then you got the plug-in itself, which is right here. There's two plugs, and then the door's ready to lift off. The hinges right here. It'll just go straight up. So once I get some help, this side's gonna come off. I'll pull the other side off when I get ready to do the paint. I'm probably gonna leave the front doors on. They're not really in the way. So yeah, I'll get these doors pulled off, or this door pulled off, and continue on here. Should be able to get this rocker on there today, no problem. Okay, so I got my weld through on the back of the rocker there. Got all my holes punched for all the spot welds, top and bottom there. So I don't know how many spot welds there is, but there's a lot. I got weld through on my rocker there, the seam that's going to be spot welded, and also I've got on the inside of the rocker there. So we're already there. So I'm gonna get this thing clamped on, and I'm gonna start spot welding it on there. Also, you notice the door is gone. So this should be fairly straightforward, just lots of spot welding. Okay, so there's the final fitment. Just using some wood clamps there to kind of press it down. I will have to make sure that this is flat every time I do a weld. You know, just have to push it down a little bit. It's laying down pretty good, so it shouldn't be too bad getting this to lay down flat. So I guess next step here is to finally get it spotted in place. So I'm going to get the welder out, and we're going to start welding her in. Okay, so there we have the top part spot welded. So gonna move on, do basically the same thing to the bottom, except I do have to weld the seam front and back where the old rocker meets the new rocker. So. Okay, so I got the bottom spot welded in. I just got to do the front and the back where the new and the old rockers meet. And this will be welded in. Got to smooth out all my spot welds, but I'll do that off camera. I'm going to get this video edited up and then out to you guys. A lot of people asking me where the dually's at, so I guess that's it, guys. I'll see you in the next one.